Thousands gathered on the streets of Wellington today to celebrate the beginning of Te Wiki o Te Reo Maori, Māori Language Week. The Māori Language Act came into force in 1987, making Te Reo Maori an official language of New Zealand just 30 years ago. That really is a staggering state of affairs. Today, the Māori Language Parade, featuring more than 20 floats, returned to the capital for the second year running to mark the week and to promote Te Reo Maori. Te Manu Kōrehi reporter Te Anawa Hurihanganui was among the people walking through the capital.
Five floats carrying tamariki from Kōhangarau and Kurakaupapa Māori throughout the Wellington region made their way from the cenotaph to Civic Square, chanting in Te Reo Maori. Thousands of people gathered along the way to show their support, holding signs and wearing t-shirts printed in Te Reo. Tamariki from Rangikura School in Porirua said they love speaking in Te Reo and think all New Zealanders should too.
You can just learn it quick span and you can easily pass it down. Plus you can just pick it out and just speak it. We also learned that it was about 30 years ago that Māori became an actual language of New Zealand, but we feel like it should have been longer, the first time.
Should all schools be able to teach Māori?
Yes.
The theme of this year's Māori Language Week is Kia ora Te Reo Maori, keep the Māori language alive. It's a theme that resonated with a teacher from early years kindergarten who was at the parade with a group of toddlers.
We're bicultural believers and Te Reo is awesome and we need to keep it alive and this is where it starts. Are you excited?
Yeah!
Woo!
Kia ora! Kia ora!
The Māori Language Commission says around 21% of Māori and 23,000 non-Māori can hold a conversation in Te Reo. A teacher from Te Iwi Kōhangarau in Tawa said that number is not enough, and this week gives everyone a chance to learn.
To show their support for Te Reo Maori, this is a normal thing for us to speak our language in our country. Everyone in New Zealand, Māori or non-Māori, should be learning something in Te Reo Maori this week.
Former co-leader of the Green Party, Matiria Ture, also turned up to show her support for Te Wiki o Te Reo Maori. She said Te Reo is an essential part of what it means to be a New Zealander for all tamariki.
It's the birthright of all our kids, Māori and Pākehā. This is the only place where Te Reo Maori lives. It's the only place where it will thrive. All our kids deserve to know their Indigenous language here.
Ngāhiwi Apanui, the chief executive of the Māori Language Commission, said the reason so many New Zealanders are reluctant to give Te Reo Maori a go is because they are scared of being judged if they get it wrong. Mr Apanui said it's important to give the language a friendly face so that people feel comfortable speaking Te Reo.
Those of us who are fluent in Te Reo Maori need to stop being offended every time somebody makes a mistake and actually support them. None of us who have learned Te Reo Maori were an instant expert. All of us made mistakes and we kept on going because people encouraged us and because people were kind.
The parade is the first of many Māori Language Week celebrations throughout the country. Mo te hōtaka o te ahi pōnei, ko te aniwa Hurihanganui tēnei.